The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
An East-West battle at Hanson Field with Western Illinois hosting Eastern Illinois in both teams' OVC Big South opener. The Leathernecks had scored 82 points in two FCS games coming into Saturday, but the EIU defense would largely keep WIU in check on that side of the ball. Our late first quarter, 7-0 Panthers. Markel Holman trying to inject some life into the next offense with some tough running here. 16 hard-earned yards for the first down. That drive would stall at the edge of the red zone, but Antonio Chata would get the Leathernecks on the board with a 34-yard field goal on the first play of the second quarter. 7-3 Panthers. It was a tough day for next QB Chris Irvin. 11 minutes to go in the first half. He's under some serious duress here. He's sacked, the ball pops free, and Jake Van Hifte jumps on the loose change, setting up the Panthers at the WIU 25-yard line. On the second play of that drive, Charles Kellum gets the handoff, a burst of speed through the line, a race to the pylon, and Kellum wins it. The Panthers turn the fumble into 7 points, and they extend their lead to 14-3. A turnover on downs would give the Panthers the ball back, but the Leathernecks defense would make a big play immediately thereafter. Connor Wolf back to throw, and he throws it to the guys in purple. Malini Tia with a leaping INT, and the Leathernecks snatch the pigskin right back. The Leathernecks would again have to settle for 3 points, though. Chata from 49 yards out. That is pure, and it's a one-score game again, 14-6 with 2:31 left in the half. But that's enough time for the Panthers to add on to that lead. The Leathernecks are just hoping to go into the half down by 8, but Jakari Fleming has other ideas. The offensive line clears the way for Fleming, who pulls away from the WIU defense for a 55-yard touchdown, a gut punch for the Leathernecks late in the half, and they go into the locker room trailing 21-6. The Leathernecks would punt on their opening possession of the second half, but so would the Panthers, and that's when the Leathernecks would get a serious injection of momentum. First, a quarterback sack by Christian Pierce on third down, a 6-yard loss on Pierce's first sack as a Leatherneck. Next play, Mason Miller back to punt, and the Leathernecks punt block team blows up the Panthers' protection. Azarian Bonner gets credit for the block, but there are purple jerseys all up in Miller's grill. It's recovered by Kevin Washington Jr., and the Leathernecks are in business. 2 plays later, the Necks would find the end zone for the first time. Quarterback change at halftime. Kason Carswell, the new signal caller. The play fake to Holman, and the little pop pass over the top to Alex Williams. Beautifully designed play. Great execution by the Leathernecks. Do yo dance, Alex. The extra point makes it a 21-13 game. The Necks would get a stop on the Panthers' ensuing possession, thanks in large part to the efforts of Mr. Buju Amuna Tuisavura. A loss of 7 on third down for the Panthers. Hope I pronounced your name right there, buddy. On the Leathernecks' next turn with the ball, I want you to bear witness to the pure tenacity from Christian Anaya on this play. He gets absolutely lit up, but he just eats that like a country breakfast and reverses field. Then as he turns upfield, he draws a horse collar tackle penalty on Jawan Nixon. That puts the Leathernecks in the red zone. A couple plays later, a good run by Holman sets up the Leathernecks with first and goal from the 5. But again, they were unable to punch the ball in. On fourth and goal from the 4, they decide to take the points and make it a 21-16 ball game. 10:37 left in the fourth quarter now. The Panthers had already converted a fourth down in their own territory on this drive, and they would make the hill even steeper to climb for the Leathernecks right here. Again, it's Fleming finding a crease and another big run for the Panthers. This one goes for 30 yards in the score, and the Panthers just refuse to give an inch. It's 28-16 now following an EIU field goal with 4:49 left. Carswell would lead one final touchdown drive. Their longest drive of the day goes for 75 yards on 16 plays and is capped off with a pitch and catch to Williams with 22 seconds left. Nice throw by Carswell. Nice grab by Williams. In an 8-point game, the Leathernecks have to try for the onside kick. It bounces around for a little bit, but it falls into the hands of the Panthers. There's an offsides call on the Leathernecks anyway. The Panthers kneel it out, and they pick up a road conference victory, 31-23. Here are Leathernecks coach Joe Davis's thoughts post-game on a frustrating day for his club.
Certainly hard to win with 14 penalties. We've been talking a lot in our program about discipline, and that's just not reflected for whatever reason quite yet. That's on me, that's on the coaches. We got a lot to sort through and figure out.
Carswell completed 16 of his 22 passes for 118 yards and 2 touchdowns after replacing Irvin in the second half. Davis explains the move, and Carswell evaluates his performance.
6 points in the first half, and it's never one player's fault. Chris Irvin's a captain here. He's very well respected. He works extremely hard, but just felt like we needed a spark. Kayson's a young man that we've recognized has a lot of talent, and just week to week has kind of continued to grow in the offense and get better and improve. And Thought he could provide a spark there in the second half. Certainly he did, just wasn't enough at the end.
Going out there, obviously playing in 2 games before was a big part of that, and having the line protect me as well as they did. Receivers ran great routes. I mean, all credit goes out to them. I was just out there throwing the ball, trying to operate the offense. All credit goes to the O-line receivers.
The Leathernecks will hit the road for a date with Tennessee Tech next Saturday, kickoff scheduled for noon.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.